The power rankings, some interesting stories here in the early part of December. You see an uptick here, but still in the bottom half of the league.
And I think the Nets, give them credit. They've stuck to their plan here early on, playing their brand of basketball. They're showing everyone they have the potential to be even better.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. Stephen Curry's out there with Mitchell. Then there's Jackson. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Wood in at the five. And for the Nets, Young is out there with Robinson. Then there's West. Then there's Oladipo. And it's McGrady in at the three spot. Now, here's Mitchell. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
Three young, dynamic centers. Those are good names.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now here's Powell. Passes to Wood. The shot that time, not on target. The Nets go the other way with it. The pass to McGrady. Back to West. Pass to Oladipo. Jackson against Young. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
You can see how comfortable Thad Young is. Give him the ball, let him go into attack mode.
Curry finds Powell. And here is Mitchell. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Kick away.
Brooklyn with the ball. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
Here's Wood after the made shot from Victor Oladipo. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots.
A shot by McGrady, no good. Rockets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Mitchell passes to Wood. Here's Curry with the three. Nailed from three-point land.
Boy, the ability to pull the trigger so quickly. Steph Curry doesn't even appear to set himself. If it's a clean catch, he's getting that shot off.
Now, here's Oladipo. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
Well, you like how aggressive he is, making a play at the rim against length.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there?
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And you look at all the things this man brings to the game, the focus, the resolve, a winner's mindset. I mean, there's a reason why they call him the logo.
Now, here's Mitchell. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Wizards in Washington.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's West. He had 25 points last game. To the paint, here's Robinson. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Wood. Powell with it. McGrady covering. Powell kicks to Curry. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Last outing for the Rockets, it was a loss to the Wizards in Washington.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
I think it was a lot of bad decisions leading to a lot of poor looks. Patience was not their best quality in that basketball game.
Rockets trail by 8.
And with Victor Oladipo, the impact he has on the scoreboard is huge. But you can't discount how great he is as a defender.
Oh, there's no doubt, Greg. Think about it. The last time he played a full season, he was first-team All-NBA defense. This guy has great length on his arms. He can cause a lot of miscues with his ability to pressure. And he's strong enough to deal with wings as well. So there's a versatility there that you love.
Now Curry. Thaddeus Young missing on his three. Over Oladipo. And Houston again with the bucket.
Well, the pick and roll is a play that Curry loves to operate, and he's always asking and seeking opportunities in this kind of situation.
Now, here's Oladipo. Sinks the triple. Oladipo's got his second basket of the night.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now Curry. Mitchell outside. With his first shot attempt. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
Greg, obviously, we're early on here. We already have seen some second-year players looking much more improved over their rookie year.
I mean, if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. And listen, the fact that you now have gone through the season, you've got a better sense of who you are and what you can do out on the floor. I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year, and you go into the offseason with specific goals and areas where you want to improve.
You think there's more growth between your first and second year than any other 2 years in your career?
You could make that case, no doubt about it, because you're still thinking you could be one of the all-time greats no matter who you are at that stage, and so you tend to put in a little more emphasis in terms of improvement.
Absolutely critical that Norman Powell expand his range. The more he makes that three, the more the floor opens up.
McGrady a screen on Curry. Here's West. That's his fourth basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots, off to a good start.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And a switch here also for Houston. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Norman Powell. Jackson finds Curry. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Wood. Curry wide open from beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got 8.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
West outside. It's Oladipo on the wing. Covered by Mitchell.
Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below! Well, we know Oladipo is an elite dunker, one of the most creative guys when he's at the rim.
Curry passes to Mitchell. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Plumlee comes in for Robinson. And Daniel Tice subbed in for Victor Oladipo. Houston with a big group substitution here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Christian Wood. OG Anunoby comes in for Jaren Jackson. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Dragic in for Curry. The Nets have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
That free throw good from West. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They trail by 6. Now the pass to Anunoby. Shot clock at 5. Back to Dragic. Fires for 3. West with some nice D. Brooklyn leading by 6. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Here's Dragic. He's coming off a 16-point game against Washington.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
And the Nets making a change here. Beverly's checked in. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. No points in the game yet for him. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Now, here's Hunter. Defense is right there. Rockets trail by 6. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Now, DiVincenzo. Cauley-Stein with a screen on Beverly. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's foul number 2 for him. Nets leading by 6. Pass to West. Right through the D for the layup. West has got 14 points for the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And here's Dragic. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. They need this. Plumlee with the rebound. And here are the Nets. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
And this game will be half of the contest they'll play against each other this year.
It's an interesting matchup. 2 teams that don't know each other all that well. Separate conferences. We'll see which one can dictate the pace early.
And here's Dragic following the three-pointer from DeAndre Hunter. Now a timeout called by Houston.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Dragic with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Passes it to Cauley-Stein. Lets it go with a 3. And Dragic with the basket on the assist from Cauley Stein.
Normally, it's Dragic providing the pass. Good to see him getting fed this time.
Now here's West. 14 points for him. Hunter, the pass to Plumlee. Plumlee with a screen on Dragic. And that one's good. Beverly. And the Nets lead by 10.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Dragic the pass to DiVincenzo. Cauley Stein kicks to Dragic. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. No good from outside.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Hunter, the pass to West. Plumlee with a screen on DiVincenzo. West going inside. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Dragic dishes to Cauley Stein. Buries it down low.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Nets leading by 10. The pass to Beverly. Back to West. Here's the teardrop, and it's good on the layup. West has got 18 points in the game.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. West up on top. Defended by DiVincenzo. They get it again. Pass to Hunter. Launches a 3. Cans it from downtown. He has 6.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Outside Dragic. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
So it's Brooklyn now. West outside. And so it's Brooklyn. Their lead at 15 going into the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And for anyone who thinks this game isn't about hard work, listen to Steph Curry.
I can't tell you how many shots I've taken in my life and how many hours of log practicing, but it started with a love for what I could do and just love shooting, love being in the gym with a ball in my hands, and knew from early I was kind of a natural at it, but in order to get to this level and for me to have gotten better, that's the catalyst.
And as we know, Greg, Steph comes from a family of great shooters. It's in the blood.
But as you said, it's about the work. NBA players have had tons of kids. Most don't make it in this league. Steph is on his way to being one of the best to ever grace the hardwood.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
So on the floor for Houston, Kent Bazemore is out there with Jackson. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Wood in at the center position. And finished off by Wood.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
And Christian Wood, undrafted in 2015 out of UNLV. Wait a minute, that's your alma mater. Hey, talk about his game. What do you like about Christian Wood's game?
Well, first I'll start with he went to UNLV. He's long, he's lean. I think he really fits the modern NBA as a small ball center, able to hold his own on the glass and space the floor.
As great a scorer as he is, Steph Curry is a willing mover of the basketball. He doesn't get enough credit to me for playing the right way.
Now here's West. 18 points for him. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
The Nets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
One shot.
Now in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well,
Wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know,
That
Kawhi's
is.
got a couple Finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. I'm going to agree with you. Here's McGrady following the basket by Stephen Curry.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You love to see that kind of effort.
Kicks to Mitchell. Driving inside. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
There's a tenacity to Donovan Mitchell. Even with physical defense, this guy just finds a way to convert.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Royce O'Neal.
It's crazy to think that 12 teams passed on Donovan Mitchell. He has become a premier scorer in the NBA. Oh, would they love a do-over.
Now here's West. He's got 18. Now Oladipo. Over Mitchell. And again, it's the Nets missing. Jackson finds Mitchell. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Wood passes to Mitchell. 5 on the clock. Here's Jackson. Robinson with the block. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance for the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Young's got 5 points so far.
Superb in the open court. Picks the right routes to run. Thaddeus Young. Really good decision making.
Now here's Bazemore. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Oladipo with the block, and they get it back.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Here's Young. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jerry West. West has got 6 assists in the game. And so Curry will bring it up for the Rockets. It's a 16-point game. It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Bogdanovich is checked in for the Rockets. here in the second quarter. Just under 3.5 minutes played.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
West passes to Oladipo. West setting the pick for Oladipo. Softly drops in the floater. 11 points in the game.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Curry kicks to Bogdanovich. The dish now to Mitchell. With the drive. Wood passes to Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. Bogdanovich, no luck.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the basket is good. Oladipo's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Wood kicks to Bogdanovich. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And finished off by Wood.
Well, this is what makes Steph Curry so difficult to defend, right? A sharp passer on top of everything else he brings in terms of his scoring ability.
Now, here is McGrady. He's coming off a 10-point game against Indiana. West against Curry. Here's McGrady. Off target with his 3. Rockets trail by 18. Right side Curry. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they haven't worked it inside as much as they did earlier in the game. Now that they have the lead, they don't seem as determined to pound it down low.
The Rockets shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having. And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Here's Mitchell. He's got 8. Down low, here's Wood, and finished off by Wood.
See, this is something that I think Donovan Mitchell needs to keep working on. To me, his responsibility is to get his teammates going as much as himself.
Now here's West. 16-point lead. Oladipo, left side. Good D by Mitchell. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Wood passes to Curry. Outside Bogdanovich. Curry on the wing. 13 points in the game. Rejected by Young.
Well, terrific reach on the block. Thaddeus Young stretches out well for a big-time rejection.
West a screen on Bogdanovich. Oladipo, the pass to Young. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For Brooklyn, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one.
You hear this consistently about Thaddeus Young. He's going to do whatever you ask of him. He'll start, he'll come off the bench, but he is going to impact the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Robinson, and Hunter's subbed in for West. The Rockets also changing it up. Anunoby, he's checked in for Jackson. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Mitchell, and it's Dragic in for Stephen Curry. Rockets trail by 17. And here's Dragic, driving to the basket. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Nets. Patrick Beverley comes in for McGrady. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Tice. And it's the Rockets with the ball, trailing by 17.
Well, that's an example of the long arms of Victor Oladipo. He really makes it difficult with his defense.
Beverley deciding where to go with it. Pass to Oladipo. A floater, and he drops it in from the low post. Oladipo's got 6 in the quarter.
What a night for Victor Oladipo. Boy, when he gets rolling, it is hard to slow him down.
Passes it to Bogdanovic. Knocked loose. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Just 5 on the clock. Tice against Dragic.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Beverley, the pass to Plumlee. That one drops for him. Plumlee's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, Patrick Beverley making it easy for his teammate to score.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Right side, Bogdanovic. Top of the key. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Bogdanovic has got his first 2 points. And there's the pass to Beverley. Hunter with it. 6 points for him. Plumlee trying to break loose. Hunter no good. And it's Dragic with the ball for Houston. 19-point game. Pass to DiVincenzo. Wood kicks to Dragic. Shoots. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Dragic has got 5 points so far.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Now, here's Oladipo. 15 points in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Nets shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
So for the Rockets, Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Wood. And Norman Powell subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. He's perfect from the line this time.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Oladipo falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Cauley Stein, a screen. Here's Dragic. That one wide left.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Hunter. That three off the mark.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since. Well, Norman Powell these last several seasons has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season much more involved on the offensive end, and that, to me, was his best performance to date.
Now here's Beverly. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Powell with it, now guarded by Plumlee. Powell, the pass to DiVincenzo. He dishes it to Dragic. Lays it up off the glass. Dragic has got 7 points in the game.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
Now, here's Oladipo. 17 points in the game. That one good for 2. Oladipo's got 19 points.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Cauley Stein against Plumlee. Knocks it loose. Now, here's Oladipo. Pass to Beverly. Now, Oladipo. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Willie Cauley Stein.
Boy, how about the creativity of Victor Oladipo, the handle, the explosion. Woo-hoo-hoo!
We've got 33 seconds left here in the second. Cauley Stein with the screen for Powell. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Good on the three-point shot. DiVincenzo's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 19 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Oladipo. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Tice, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Well, this is what he does. Find ways to make his presence felt, then this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Brooklyn ahead, running away with this one. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Steph, what do you think of your defense in the first half?
We were a step late, I think, and they made tough shots. We can't take away from that, but for the most part, we have to find a way to guard that line if they're knocking down shots to keep them out the game.
We'll see where the adjustments take you. Thanks, Steph. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Victor Oladipo had it going on in the first quarter. He had 21 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nets' first half?
Well, here we go again. It's Oladipo time. A multi-dimensional scorer. He embraces being the go-to guy. Just too much athleticism for that defense right now.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Well, there are a few areas they need to improve on, but perimeter defense is priority numero uno. They got to be quicker to close out on the three-point shooters. They got to prevent the open looks. They weren't fighting through screens. They're just not doing enough, Ernie, especially outside.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Victor Oladipo in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Nets leading by 22. Robinson is out there with Young. Then it's Tracy McGrady. Then there's Oladipo. And it's West in at the 1 spot. So that's the Nets 5. And there's Tracy McGrady, the assist from West. West has got his 8th assist in the game. The Rockets shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. It's good. McGrady's got 11 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Curry. He's got 13, and they pick up 2.
Well, sometimes it's about the will to score, even when there's a body trying to impede your physical progress. How about Steph Curry going through the contact for the bucket?
Robinson kicks to McGrady. West outside. Here's the floater, and the layup is up and in. West has got 20.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Mitchell passes to Wood. Back to Mitchell. Wood, a screen on Oladipo. The drive by... Oh, that was something else!
Have mercy.
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
Passes it to Oladipo. He takes it in. Oh!
Yes.
Goodness. Oh, nice there. Getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. The Nets had put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
Shooting 1.
That's good from Oladipo.
Well, what do you do with more responsibility on your plate? If you're Victor Oladipo, you ascend into one of the game's top talents. This guy, his hard work and mentality paying off.
Now here's Powell. Yep, that one goes.
This guy is very good at finding his spots. Norman Powell capable of scoring from just about anywhere.
There's the pass to Oladipo. McGrady outside. The three-pointer, no good. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Houston. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Outside Jackson. He kicks to Curry. 6 to shoot. Wood, a screen on West. The high post shot. And it's off the back rim. No good. Brooklyn's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Here's McGrady. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 3 assists tonight. The Rockets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Curry looking it over. Mitchell against Oladipo. Mitchell kicks to Powell. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Oladipo outside. And a miss there on the triple.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Powell dishes to Curry. Jackson setting the pick here for Curry. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
O'Neal's checked in for Brooklyn. And a change for the Rockets. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Norman Powell. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
And here is McGrady. He's got 14. Pass to West. And he drives in. Bazemore grabs the miss. The Rockets shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Donovan Mitchell. Last year, getting it done. Checking in at about 24 points per. 4 assists and 4 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Now here's West. He's got 20, and he gets it back. Here's McGrady. And the Nets miss again. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Curry passes to Jackson. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Nets.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
Yeah, and something else that served them well are all the turnovers they've caused and the points that have come along with those.
Greg, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and a lot was like go on the floor to what we're seeing now, when there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. You know, eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has, easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
For Brooklyn, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. And that one misses. For Houston, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. West against Curry. They get a hand on it. Mitchell outside. Shot clock at 6. Over McGrady. Rebound, Brooklyn. Pass to O'Neal. Lets it go from deep. Curry with the rebound. And so Curry will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Dishes it to Mitchell for 3. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. Young's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the right side. Pass to Robinson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's McGrady. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. Houston's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Curry dishes to Bazemore. Kicks it to Mitchell. Inside, and the pass to Bazemore. Outside Jackson, a 3 ball. The shot, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
The kick out to Young. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Young's got 11 points.
No hesitation whatsoever from Thaddeus Young. Just pulls the trigger immediately.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Well, after hitting one triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Here's McGrady. No good on the three. The Rockets shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. Wood with the screen for Mitchell. Outside Jackson. In the corner, Bazemore with it. He gets it in there.
And just a nice job there to shake free of the D inside and then drain the jumper.
Here's West driving the lane. Banked in off the glass. West has got 6 here in this quarter.
Wow, the obsessive quest for perfection. West truly believes every shot he takes is going in. And I tell you what, on a night like this, he may be right.
Here's Wood. He's got 9. Pass to Curry. Houston needs to get a shot off. From deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. Robinson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. West with the ball. He's got 24. Pass to Robinson. Here's McGrady. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. McGrady's got 11 in the second half.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
Mitchell outside. Here's Wood. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Well, to me, it's critical that Mitchell continue to focus on hitting the guys who are open. We know he can score the ball.
Curry against West. Robinson a screen on Curry. West passes to Robinson. O'Neal against Bazemore. From the arc. A shot by McGrady, no good. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And let's bring up a list of some of the NBA's hottest players. Among shooting guards, these are the leading scorers over the course of the last month. Donovan Mitchell, 3rd.
And this is the cream of the crop at the 2-guard spot. I mean, strictly in terms of their scoring ability and the ease with which they can overwhelm would-be defenders.
You know, and that's why it often requires more than one man to defend against any of them. These players draw more double teams than any group in the league, and they still are able to put up points at a devastating rate.
And a new group in for the Nets. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Robinson. Daniel Tice comes in for Young. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for O'Neal. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Tracy McGrady. Houston with a big group substitution here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Christian Wood. OG Anunoby comes in for Jackson. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Dragic in for Stephen Curry.
Though he may not be a natural point guard, Patrick Beverley understands how to find his teammates.
Here's Dragic. Rebound, Brooklyn. Plumlee's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now here's West.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Dragic. And the turnover again by Houston. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. It's the Nets now. Now Hunter. He's got 8. West outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. West has got 26.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
Well, that's the vision you get with Dragic. His teammates have to love playing with him.
West kicks to Hunter. 1:24 left to play here in the third. And stolen by Cauley Stein. DiVincenzo passes to Cauley Stein. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovic touched it last. And Brooklyn making a change here. Oladipo's checked in. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Beverly, the pass to Oladipo. It's blocked. 58 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And it's Bogdanovic off the drive. Can't connect from short range.
Now, I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
And that one's good. Beverly.
Well, this guy is a fighter. Patrick Beverly will not back down from contact.
And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for Houston. Cauley Stein with a screen on Beverly. Bogdanovic wide open. They grabbed their own miss. Cauley Stein with the screen for DiVincenzo. The three from Bogdanovic. Plumlee with the rebound. The Nets shooting in offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. It's stolen by Dragic. Out to the right wing. Anunoby has the open look. Misses the three. Oladipo taking his time here. But they recover it. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be right back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Rockets, they've got Norman Powell. OG Anunoby is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Dragic, and it's Bogdanovic in its shooting guard. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me, because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Now, here's Tice. Anunoby sends it back.
OG Anunoby is fast off his feet, 7'2" wingspan, says twice on the pipes.
Looking to get back on track here. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt, and they got fined. But is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
One shot.
You know, I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest. But by the same token, you know, if I got $200 million invested in a guy, I want to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization's all the better for it.
Now here is Martin. And it goes down 2 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And here are the Rockets now, following the bucket by the Nets. Cauley-Stein kicks it to Bazemore. 5 to shoot. Passes it to Anunoby. Drills the three-pointer.
Boy, just tremendous concentration on deep range. OG Anunoby is really coming along as a shooter.
To the wing right side. The pass to Tice. Beverly against Bazemore. Bazemore grabs the miss. Bazemore's got his 4th rebound in this one. Driving in, and the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Right now, we're seeing more athletes willing to talk about mental challenges, be it depression or anxiety. And you know, Doris, the NBA is no exception. How encouraging do you find that?
Well, I think that whether NBA players or professional athletes in any sport know it or not, they are looked to as examples, as role models. And so I think everybody wins in this situation, Kevin. The players, the fans themselves, many of whom are dealing with the similar challenges. So, listen, life is not easy. Wherever you can get help, go and take it. I love this initiative from the NBA.
Pass to Young. Young, a screen on Curry. And there's the call on Curry. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Beverly against Curry. Beverly dishes to Plumlee.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy. And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Pass to O'Neal from past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Passes it to Curry. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. That's in, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Martin, the pass to O'Neal. To the left side wing. Young, a screen on Curry. A floater. Anunoby sends it back. Curry passes to Anunoby. That one falls.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Brooklyn leading by 23. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Here's Beverly. No good again that time.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Anunoby with the screen for Curry. Unloads from 13. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You know, Doris, we saw the Elam ending, playing to a target score down the stretch, used in the All-Star game. And some think in years to come, the NBA may adopt it for the overtime periods. What do you think?
Well, I'll tell you this, Kevin. That All-Star game, I was absolutely riveted to my television. The action was compelling. The defense was compelling. I can't say I've ever experienced that in an All-Star game. I think it's something you have to take a hard look at.
That's good from Anunoby.
Well, what you know is OG Anunoby has certainly seen a lot of the world. This young man, born in London, moved to Missouri as a young man, goes to Indiana University, and then gets drafted by Toronto. That's country to country, folks.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Christian Woods checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Jaren Jackson comes in for Norman Powell. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Kent Bazemore. Brooklyn leading by 21. Here's Oladipo. McGrady right side. Fires the three. And the Nets miss again. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Rockets. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Now the feed to Jackson. Anunoby in the corner. Takes a three. Rebound, Brooklyn. Robinson's got 8 rebounds in this game.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
And here is Mitchell. The pass to Jackson. The three. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 6th assist on the night. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. West with the ball, guarded now by Jackson. McGrady tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
You look at Mitchell, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Good work there as it goes.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Wood a screen on Oladipo. Mitchell passes to Wood and finished off by Wood.
That's just big-time playmaking ability from Donovan Mitchell. This guy working the defense to create a shot opportunity.
Oladipo outside. Here he goes. And the rejection by Jackson. Up top, Curry, fended by West. And now West pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Mitchell. Jerry West making his last shot. Mitchell is double. The wide open look here for Wood. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
We know the NBA is looking to get rid of the one-and-done rule pretty soon. Adam Silver, Greg, saying he thinks the league can create a better system. Do you think so?
I think they can create a better system for some. I think the growth of the G League, no doubt, is instrumental in that new system. Now these young rookies can get the playing time in lower-tier pro games as they continue to develop. But I think still the collegiate game plays a significant role. The experience of going to college, even for a year, can be invaluable.
There are pros both ways, college or the G League. Agreed?
I do. I'm just glad it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Now you have the option. Not every kid wants to go to college and have that experience.
Well, Young is used to taking punishment. This guy is especially effective inside.
That's good from Young. And a new group in for the Nets. John Henson's checked in for Robinson. O'Neal comes in for McGrady. Jordan McRae, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Patrick Beverley in for West. He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line. Greg, you played against some terrific players, including the late, great Kobe Bryant. I'd love to hear your thoughts on playing against Kobe.
I mean, his passing is still tough, I'm sure, for many to deal with because he was just taken from us at such a young age. But this guy was a ferocious competitor and someone who showed us in life and in tragedy that you need to make the most of every moment that we have here. You know, I just appreciated to really the fans getting to know Kobe once his career was over, because I think he was able to let his guard down a little bit and show us a lighter side, a more compassionate side.
That is an excellent point. Here's McRae. The Rockets making the shot to the inside. Past O'Neal. Six on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Connects from three-point range. And the Nets lead by 21.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Mitchell is doubled. Here's Powell. And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
See, the athleticism of Norman Powell is a problem. This guy understands how to get defenders committed to him.
Shooting two.
The first one falls.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
And a new group in for the Nets. Robinson's checked in for John Henson. McGrady comes in for O'Neal. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for McRae. And West subs in for Patrick Beverley. And he makes both free throws.
Well, one thing there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
Now here's Oladipo. There's the dish to Robinson. Young outside. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
Don't you love how Thaddeus Young uses his length, gets shots over the contested defense.
Curry with it. Well, you hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis.
Yep.
You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
And here is Curry after Jerry West just got that three to go. Here's Jackson. And too long on the shot. Now here's Oladipo. West outside. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Houston with a big group substitution here. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Clock at 6. Henson with the screen. Here's O'Neal. And it's off from three-point range. And so Bazemore will bring it up for the Rockets. Here's Nader. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Brooklyn.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Bazemore against Beverly.
Wow, Patrick Beverly just so willing to close that airspace and put a good contest on.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Anunoby, he's checked in for the Rockets. On offense, here are the Rockets. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Bazemore. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to McRae. Back to Beverly. The Nets working the ball around now. Martin goes in. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Bazemore on the wing. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Victor. You've been really playing well on offense of late. What's going right for you at that end of the floor?
Patience, man. Experience. Belief. faith, all the above, man. Just coming out here working on my game. I'm just going to continue to keep growing, continue to keep staying close to my teammates, continue to keep working hard, and continue to keep getting better.
That is a crowded locker room with all those things in there. Thanks, Victor. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.